Welcome to Beyond Sunday, a podcast from Schweitzer Church, where we talk about and look at how the ministry and presence of Jesus goes beyond Sunday and touches every part of our life. Today, we're with Marianne Gustin in the studio, and Marianne is here because she's going to talk about the healing ministry that happens at Schweitzer, and Marianne's a part of that healing ministry. So we're glad to have you here, Marianne.
Well, it's great to be here.
I wondered if you could start us off with just a general introduction to the healing ministry at Schweitzer.
Well, the healing ministry at Schweitzer has various things that we do. One of take the after-service prayer on Sunday. We have personal prayer appointments that meet for 1 hour. People meet with somebody requesting prayer for some specific need that they're wanting prayer for. We have a healing service once a month, the third Sunday of every month at 5 o'clock in the Student Center. We did a Follow the Healer class during the Lent. We had about approximately 60 people attend that. 15 wanted to go on and learn more about healing. That's allowed us to expand our services some. And we will be offering that class again. Bob Cassidy will lead it in the fall on Wednesday evening. So that's another area that we have available. And so those are some of the things that we're doing.
Can you talk just for a minute? Some people might not know much about what that prayer appointment looks like for a healing experience. Can you describe that just briefly? Like who would be, like what kind of people would call or reach out for that? And then what could they expect in an hour-long appointment?
Well, in James 5:16, it says, confess your faults to one another, pray for one another so you can be healed. And to me, that's what that prayer appointment is. We have 2 people on the ministry team who will meet with somebody requesting prayer about specific needs. It can be for physical healing, people going through some kind of physical healing need. It can be for inner healing, some emotional struggles or problems they're having, or maybe just struggling in general with their walk with the Lord and they're wanting to move forward. It can be seeking guidance in some area of their life. It can just the whole gamut of what we and literally we're just there to hear them, really hear what's in their heart and their mind, what they're wanting from the Lord. But also we're just sitting there to hear from the Lord because we're not there to counsel anybody, advise anybody. We're just there to stand with them in prayer, open up to the Lord where 2 or 3 are in my prayer. I am in your midst. We want to hear what the Lord has to say about their need. So we spend quite a bit of time just being quiet and listening. And it's surprising how the Lord will just bypass us and go right to the person. And it's beautiful to see that. When you get that touch from the Lord, that's where the healing is.
Yeah. As you've been a part of the healing prayer ministry, as you've been in different aspects, I wonder if you can share briefly with us, obviously a sense of confidentiality is in play, but I wonder if you can share with us some of the things that are flowing out of that prayer ministry.
I see people coming confused sometimes, not knowing where God is in their life, and just being able to sit there and pour their heart out and know there's no judgment there. There's somebody just there to hear what's going on and what they're struggling with. And just you see them, something's freeing about that. Something's very healing about that. I once heard a statistic about 70% of healing can come if somebody will just listen to you. And that's true. I see that happen all the time. But also there's just that sense that the Lord's there and he's got it. And as prayer ministers, sometimes I haven't got a clue what to say to somebody. But the Holy Spirit will just show up and he'll touch just the right spot in that person's life. Sometimes and I often say, this is just the beginning of your healing. Keep listening for the Holy Spirit come back for more prayer if you need it. And that happens. Sometimes we'll meet with people several times as they're struggling with some specific area in their life, just to open up and stand with them in prayer.
So let's recap some of the opportunities that people have open to them.
Okay.
Every Sunday
Mhm.
after the service, there's a group from the Healing Prayer Ministry available for prayer, right?
Right.
And that happens in the prayer room.
Right.
And then the third Sunday of every month,
Is a healing service
and that's held in the Student Center,
at 5:00. Yeah.
5:00. And then if somebody would like to have an appointment with two people for an hour, how would they go about scheduling that?
Okay, it's on the church website. They can go in and put their request in there. Or most often people will just contact somebody they know that's on the prayer team.
Okay.
Or they're referred to us by somebody.
Sure.
But there's a great setup on the website. You just go into Schweitzer.church-prayer, I think,
Okay.
and you can put your request in and somebody will contact you to set up an appointment.
Great. Thank you, Marianne. Thanks so much for coming in and sharing about this ministry, this Healing Prayer Ministry. Glad you're a part of it. Glad that this is a ministry that the church has practiced since its inception. One of the things Jesus invites us to do, his disciples always, is to pray for healing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's an active ministry happening today. Thank you for your part. Thanks for sharing about the ministry with us today. And if the listeners would like to know more, you can call the church office, or you can again look at the website, and we'll be happy to set you up. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beyond Sunday.